In a city of Lagos lived a young man called Samuel. Samuel is a very diligent taxi driver who makes ends meet through his taxi business. Samuel has been experiencing a massive glitch in his job because of increase in charge of Uber in his city. One day, Samuel laid on his bed from morning till evening. He has been feeling discouraged because he hardly gets called for jobs. And feeding himself and his family has been a huge threat. Later that evening, Samuel decided to open his Bolt app and found out that he has been booked for an hour drive. This is going to be a long drive, he thought, but I don't have anything to eat. So he got up from the bed and left for the job. On getting to the pickup location, Samuel sighted an older woman who should be in her 60s, standing close to a younger man who should be in his 40s or 30s. Samuel could not guess his age. He approached them and confirmed that they were his passengers. After that, he got down from the taxi and helped them to put their luggages into the taxi truck. The luggages includes pots, a heavy bag, spoons, and so on. The man mentioned that the bag contains the meat that would be used for an occasion. After putting all the items into the trunk of his vehicle, they all boarded. While on transit, the two passengers tried to engage on a conversation with Samuel. The man told him that his name was Tony and the woman with him is his mother. He said he will be getting married the next day to the love of his life. He told him that he has missed her so much and would want her to be here with them. But she traveled prior to that day. Samuel replied him, telling him that he must be so in love with his fiancée, and the man started crying. Samuel tried to calm him down, but he kept on sniffing and crying. The woman then told Samuel that his son is so fragile and that he has been like this for days and has refused to eat well because he misses her. After a long drive, they asked Samuel to stop in front of a house that is very close to a beach. They all got down from the taxi and took down the stuffs that was in the car trunk. Samuel noticed that they were the only one in the location at that moment, and he inquired why it is so. They told him that others will be coming later that day to get the plane ready for the event. After unpacking, they asked Samuel to take them back to the city, which he did. While he was done dropping them off, he got paid and left for another client. The new clients were two men who were standing by the roadside when Samuel met them. When they were about to enter the vehicle's seat, they noticed that there was a phone on the seat, and they handed it over to Samuel, who told them that he knew the owners. After dropping the new client off at their location, Samuel went back to Tony's house to return his phone to him. On his way back, he got a call and the name was saved as in-law. While he picked it up, a voice came from the phone saying, "Tony, we have not heard from our daughter for days now. Is she at your place?" Samuel then replied him, telling him that Tony left his phone in his taxi and he is on his way to return it to him. When Samuel got to Tony's house, the place was crowded with people and he saw Tony crying at a corner. He then overheard someone saying that Tony's fiancée has been missing for days and tomorrow was supposed to be their wedding. Samuel approached Tony and gave him his handset, and then Tony collected the handset and thanked him. Samuel left the compound and headed home. On his way home, he thought of checking the trunk of his vehicle, He opened it and saw blood stain on the mat. He was so grateful that he was the one that found about the blood before the police. He then went to a car wash to get his car clean. Out of curiosity, Samuel went back to the first location to know what really went wrong. When he got there, the place was so quiet. But he summoned courage and went to the back of the house. And to his surprise, he saw the lifeless body parts of the young lady, which must be the woman they are all claiming to be looking for. Samuel felt dumbfounded at the point. He knew he can't report to police because there is no evidence to that. So he managed to get home and then called his friend who is a police officer and reported the case. Tony and his mother was arrested the next day and were asked to explain what happened exactly. Tony said that his late fiancée came to his house on that very day to break up with him, telling him that he can't get married to him, even though he was 3 months pregnant with his baby. But out of anger, he pushed her and she hit her head on the floor and died on the spot. He didn't know what to do, so he reported the incident to his mother, who suggested that they cut the body and dispose it. They were both charged for murder and sentenced to 25 years imprisonment. Samuel was later rewarded by the girl's family because he helped them to solve a case that would have not been easily solved.